I am TJ, and this is Nativerezmedia, your place for opinionated tech news, reviews, and entertainment. And today I'm going to be bringing you a review of the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pro earbuds here. These have been out for, 3-4 months now, so I'm not going to go super into depth with this review. I'm not even over at my table to do an unboxing or anything like that. I'm going to go over what comes in the box, of course. I'll go over the tech specs, and I'll give you my honest opinion of what I think of these earbuds. But I'm going to make this quick and concise as possible. So without further ado, let's get into this review. First, I wanted to start off by going over the box itself. The appearance and look feel of this box, definitely premium. If you compare these to the Sony XM4 earbuds, which cost 2 times as much, that box is this small. This one is nice. Great presentation by Soundcore as always. You open this box up and you are met with an abundance of ear tips. You have your wing tips there for securing them in your ear. The case is here, and then the earbuds are usually here. And then on the side here you have a pull-out tab to pull out the charging cable, which is a USB-C charging cable, and you have your manual and things like that inside of there. So I'm gonna close that on up. And of course, Soundcore is very big on fit of their earbuds. So inside the box itself, it comes with like a diagram of how to size your ear tips, size the wing tips so that they fit nice in your ear. And then when you go inside the app, you have the fit test to where it will play music to make sure that you have a good seal with the earbuds, which is very nice. I'm just going to jump right into the tech specs. These support up to 32 hours of battery life. That is 8 hours on the earbuds themselves and up to 3 charges using the case. So that's 32 hours total if you know math. And then these support LDAC, SBC, and AAC. The case does support wireless charging, of course. So if you have a Qi wireless charger, you can just set this case on top of that and it will charge up. This does support USB-C charging. The earbuds themselves have 6 mics, that's 3 per earbud, and I'll do an audio sample later on in this video. This case supports USB-C charging. The earbuds themselves have 6 mics total. That's 3 per earbud, and the earbuds have a 10.6 millimeter driver in them. It's a dual driver system, which they call Astria Coaxial Acoustic Architecture 2.0. It's a mouthful. ACAA is nothing new. Chi-Fi earbuds have been using it forever. They have 2 dynamic drivers and 6 balance armatures and things like that. So there's a ton of different configurations there. So that's nothing new. This has just the dual driver system, but it does sound good. The earbuds themselves do support in-ear detection. These are IPX4 certified. So, light splashes, things like that, don't drop them in water or they will die on you. And these do have app support. So that is also cool as well. And last but not least, of course, these do have ANC and pass-through support as well. That is one of the premier features of buying high-end earbuds today, so that you can have that active noise cancellation. Now, I'm going to quickly go over the look and feel of these. Honestly, these are definitely a premium pair of earbuds. The case itself is more of like a smooth, textured plastic. It's a matte finish, so it does not reflect light as much as some of the more shiny cases. It does have like a aluminum bezel going around the case here. The color that I opted for is the fall gray color. It's almost like a grayish, very light shade of green. You can barely tell it has the green in there, but it is there. And if you come around to the back side, of course, I've talked about the USB-C. You do have a reset button there. On the front, if you look, you have the 3 LEDs for the charging indication there. And coming up inside the case, you have the earbuds that are nestled in there, and they have LEDs that shine off of the ear tip so that they can give it like that little glow flare. So it is something that's pretty nice as well. So, and I'm going to take this earbud out here, and honestly, this is something that threw me off. When I first saw these earbuds, I was like, oh my gosh, these are bulky, especially compared to some of my other in-ear Bluetooth earbuds. But I'm sure they had to make these a little bit bigger to pack all the technology inside of them. You can see some of the mic holes on this. You can see the in-ear detection sensor on the back side just up under the wing. Each wing has a cutout for that in-ear detection module there. The top of this is plastic where the logo is, but if you come down to where the earbud or the ear tip attaches, this is a metal tip on here, so that's something that's pretty nice. It does give these a little bit of heft, but they're not too heavy at all. Comfortability wise, these are nice. I didn't even have to change the ear tips or the wings on here to fit in my ear, and they fit pretty nice. And you know, they look pretty good. They do stick out a little bit, so if that's something that you don't like, you can't lay down with these on your ears too much, or else they're going to poke down in your ear canal. But yeah, look and feel wise, these are definitely a premium set of earbuds. And this is the audio coming from the mics of the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pro earbuds here. How does it sound? They boast about those 6 mics and noise cancellation technology and things like that. So does it sound robotic? Does it sound clear, clean? I don't know. I haven't even heard it yet, but we shall see. And now I briefly want to go over the app here. So I'm going to pull it up on the screen here. And as you see, the earbuds are connected to my phone, and I have Hear ID, normal transparency mode pulled up here, and I accidentally had the bud in my hand, so if I press and hold on to the bud, it'll switch, as you just saw that, without me even touching the phone. But if I put it into normal mode, it goes and uses the passive noise cancellation that the ear tips provide. You have your active noise cancellation, and then you have your full transparency mode. If you click on these arrows here, let me make sure I go in there, you have fully transparent and vocal mode. I can't tell the difference, so I'm going to quickly go back there. Both of them sound the same to me. They both let outside sounds in. Noise cancellation, adaptive mode, it basically uses the ambient sounds in the area that you're in to turn the noise cancellation up. If you speak low and you're in a low quiet area, the noise cancellation will dial down. So I don't know why I just lowered my voice as if it's going to do it right now. But anyway, it's manual mode. I just keep it on strong. It doesn't matter to me. I rarely use active noise cancellation unless I am traveling or in a situation where I really need to use it. Other than that, the normal passive cancellation works just fine for me. Then you have wind noise reduction. If you're out running and you want to reduce wind noise whenever you are running, turn that on and it should help you out a little bit there. Then you're going to come on down. You have your Hear ID test there. That is the test where it does the beeps in your ear when you have both earbuds in. You do one side and then you do the other. It's kind of just like a hearing test if you've ever taken one of those in school. And yeah, it will take a little bit of time, and you press the button every time you hear the beep, and then it will present an EQ, as you see up at the top here, that personalizes the sound signature to your hearing. I don't use that. I like to manually adjust my EQ. So if you go here, bam, you have your Hear ID sound. That's the EQ that it set up here at the top. And then you have down below that 3D surround sound. I turn that on, and it kind of sounds horrible to me. I don't know. Maybe I was using it wrong, but it just sounds very spacious whenever you turn that on. So I was like, oh no, I'll turn it off. And then you have your EQs, of course. Soundcore has a ton of EQs. Come on, register my fingerprint. There we go. All right. So as you see, there's a ton of EQs in here. Just like on the Soundcore Q35s that I have over my shoulder there, it has all the same kind of EQs in there. And you can go in, once you select one, you can hit custom up at the top and customize that EQ to further tailor it to your preferred sound. Then if I come down to custom here, these are my EQs, which look kind of weird, but for me, since these do have a little bit more highs than some of the other earbuds that I have, they are slightly more sibilant. I do EQ that sound out a little bit there. So I tone it down at the top end and I boost my mids a little bit. So I have a couple different ones there, just playing around with them, trying to get a good sound. And this is not something that I've settled on, but it makes them sound pretty decent to me. And with that being said, I think that's it for the app here, other than, of course, you have your audio quality. You can combine audio and connection quality. That'll switch it over to AAC or SBC. I have it on LDAC. You have your controls. Of course, you can change up the controls, single tap, double tap, whatever you select. You can go into the app and switch it up and change it up if you like, and it'll go to whatever you set for that. So I do like the options on setting different taps to do different things, but all mine are stock. I don't change anything up like that. It all works just fine for me. And then more settings, that's where you come into your fit test, your tones, your device list, your wearing detection. As you can see here, firmware updates. It does do OTA updates. So all that is there. And then your quick start guide at the bottom. So that is the app itself. And as I started going into the sound, like I said, these do sound great. Let me take them out of my ear. Like for me, they don't get as loud as I would like. I don't know if anybody has commented about that, but for instance, I have some Earphone Free Pro 2s that I actually literally have to turn around 2 or 3 ticks because they get much louder than these. And I will be doing another one of these reviews on those since they've been out for a few months as well. So I've been listening to those and comparing them to these and seeing which one is worth it or not. If you are more of a technical listener and you don't need that volume and you like to have all those extra features like the in-ear detection and the app support, and I'm not going to say EQing because you can actually EQ the Earphone Free Pro 2s, but like I said, I'll go over that in that video. But these, I don't know, it's the highs are very sibilant. They can be harsh sometimes. So you definitely want to tone those down unless you're someone who likes to ride in your car with your tweeters turned all the way up on maximum. And if you've ever rode with someone like that, you will know what I'm talking about. But that's what I'm saying. So these, they can be a little bit harsh sometimes, but I know what they were going for. They're going for more of a technical sound. And the bass is still there. The bass is still present. It's not very boomy. If you EQ them correctly, you can get it to where it's not muddy at all. And if you're listening to Billie Eilish, who else, rock, Maroon 5, anything, even if you're listening to hip hop, you can get clear vocals and great bass and great thump out of these if you EQ them correctly. But for me, I like a little bit more volume, especially when I'm in the gym. So that's why I usually take my Earphone Free Pros to the gym with me when I'm going there, because they do have a little bit more volume, but they lack in detail like these do. So it's a balancing act, but don't get it twisted. Those Earphone Free Pros, once you get them EQ correctly, they are a beast. So yeah, like I said, I'll go over that and do a comparison video when I do my review of the Earphone Free Pro 2s. But yeah, other than that, if you have any questions about these, comment down below. Overall, good sounding earbuds. Right now, $130. Do I think they're worth it? Yes. If you want some earbuds that have all the features that these do pack in there, that are comparable to Sony's and Bose that are 2 or 3 times as much, of course, go for these. Definitely save your money, save you some money. Go take your boo out on a date or something like that. Keep that money in your pocket because yeah, I've listened to the Sony XM4 earbuds before and they sound okay. I'm not saying they sound bad, but they're not great. They're not a $300 pair of earbuds. Of course, whenever you pay for Sony and Bose, you're going to pay for a little bit of that name, of course. So there's that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any questions, again, comment down below. Peace out.